Barcelona traffic, Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray stand 262 pushing back on Quebec facing west.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Sorry, microphone is off. So I keep doing that on OBS. I keep forgetting it. Sorry, yeah, it was Streamlabs. Streamlabs was, yeah, there we go. Should be back. Streamlabs was just being an arse, so it's crashed. But it's probably a good place for it to crash on the sort of turnaround. So at least we can just do the second video. Hopefully you should be able to hear me now. Should be better. All good, yeah, good. Alright, starting one. Alright, stop there. Stop. I'm a little bit close to you, Christian, sorry about that. Right, let's get rid of you. That's a good start, good enough for me. What are you doing for... I don't want to park in. I need a taxi stand, taxi chart. So be out of here, up at 5, and then just all the way down to Kilo. I can, yeah, sorry. That won't smell particularly good. Alright, that's started, that's done. That's off. Don't need the anti-ice. That's done. That's done. That's done. What's the trim we need? About 32, yeah. About there. Alright. Why are you just... I would give you... it's gone now, doesn't matter. Whatever. After starts, anti-ice is off, ECAM status is chat, pitch trim is 32% set, and bottom trim is neutral. Barcelona traffic, Lufthansa 44 tankers, taxiing runway 24 left via Papa 5 and Kilo. Right, let's go.
Barcelona traffic, Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray following company traffic to holding on runway 24 left.
That's a little bit better on the thrust levers. Alright, start that. Run over the truck. I do need to do something about these. Well, hopefully OBS survives and behaves for the next 2 hours. Right, all clear this side, we're all clear on the left. No, they wouldn't, Liana. They're not allowed to be on the taxiway. It's, you know, there's only very few vehicles can. Fire trucks, ops vehicles. That's it. They're the only ones that are allowed to park on park or taxi. You know, go on the taxiways. All those sort of service vehicles. That there's service roads, which is difficult to see here, but there'll be service roads. That you can sort of see one there, and then sort of be round the terminals and stuff. And they're allowed to be on those bits, but they're not allowed to be on the taxiway. It's just a big no. Right, flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, stay on the centre line, full left, full right, neutral. Is there like, can I press that? No, I can't press that button, so I can't disconnect the nose wheel, really, unfortunately. Full left rudder, full right rudder, as quick as I can. Right, so we're technically sort of crossing a runway that's not in use, but that's okay. Anyway, that's done. That's done. That's all set up. It's still on me. Oh, connection lost. Oh, don't start playing that game again. You did that in Edinburgh a few weeks ago, and it was not funny. Right, PED's performance got full length figures, runway 24 left. Engine out departure was basically straight ahead. We just hold sort of 25 miles away from the airfield. Departure is Gina for Quebec. Online services unreachable. Okay. Departure, done that. Stop altitude is 6,000.
Barcelona traffic easy 66, pushing back from stand 258.
Taxi checks, flight controls are checked, flap setting is config 1. FMA is climb now blue, 1 FT2. Radar predicted wind shear is on. ECAM MO is takeoff no blues, and EFBs are stowed and disconnected. So a little bit of wind from the south, but that's fine, it's all within limits. Taxi centre line tracking is atrocious. Barcelona traffic, Lufthansa 44 Tango is line up, departing 24 left to Gina for Quebec departure. Alright, about the 3 minutes. Strobes on. So approach is clear, shouldn't be anybody landed on this runway. Keep the packs on.
Flight please prepare for takeoff.
And line up checklist, cabin is secure for takeoff. Takeoff runway 24 left, full length. Takeoff clearances confirmed. TCAS
Barcelona traffic,
is
Lufthansa
packs 1 and 2.
holding
Sorry, TCAS
short,
TR8, packs 1 and 2 are on.
Correction, Golf 2.
Alright, let's go. So Manflex 65 SRS runway.
And Barcelona traffic, Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray lining up to runway 24
V1,
left.
rotates. Cars to climb. Gear up. Must climb, climb. Maybe one. Through our speed. Flat 0. Speed checks. Flat 0. Right, don't really need the lights anymore. Strobes, they should go on, really. So as everyone said, doesn't really make much difference. Right, I'm going to go left to Agena.
Barcelona traffic, Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray departing 24 left, Agena, Fogberg.
Right, speed up star, that's good, let's keep going up. So 370 for the cruise. So set standard, set and cross check, first climb up and climb 370 blue. Wondered who it's over, thought it was good at this. It measured the centre of the screen, yeah. Well, at least it didn't do it on the takeoff roll like it happened in Edinburgh to me like a few weeks ago, and it just completely ruined the takeoff roll because I couldn't control the aircraft, which was mightily annoying. Right, I think it's alright for the cabin crew. They're released. It's 10,000 feet. Done. Yeah, don't need any of that. Fix can come out. Done. Berth 20, yeah. 370, yeah, should be fine, we can do that. 24 left. Fuel, loads of extra fuel. Secondary is left alone. What's the time? So 15:20 arrival. That's not good. that's going to have to come forward. Yeah, I need to be done by 1500. And the flight time's not that long. It says, what did it say? An hour and 50 minutes. So when did we take off? 4 minutes ago. So what's that about? 12:50 local. So that's 2:50, 2:35. Hopefully should be on the ground by 2:35. Yeah, I think that's just a little bit off at the minute. I'm sure it's not going to be quite that bad, but maybe the arrival or something. Maybe there's just a slight anomaly in the arrival. On our way back to snowy Munich, yes. Yeah. I wonder if there's a snow tam out. Need to have a look. Need to have a look online, see if there's Munich flight plan, see if it gives me a snow time. Fine, I'll just leave it. Can't seem to get in at the minute. Right, I think it's moving off, about to go off. Can understand. Here's where I know it's stood on wide runways, wide clunk, way down, centerline bounce on each one. Why not comfort? Yeah, so funny enough, that was actually one of my debriefing points on when I did my CPL years and years and years ago. It was a relatively good CPL, unfortunately. But yeah, the examiner sort of said to me, I think the two debrief points he gave me was make sure you're aware of your MSA on the diversion. So not just the MSA, like if we were diverting to sort of Barcelona from this direction, from the south. Obviously the MSA to the south is fine because you're over the sea, but obviously there's higher MSA north of it. So make sure you take into account all the MSA around the airfield, even if you don't plan on going that way. Just so you know what it is. And he said, the other thing, he was like, well done for hitting pretty much every sort of single taxiway centre line on the taxi out. He said, you don't need to hit them. They're not targets. So if you can avoid and try and, I must admit, when you're going down the runway, then it's the centre line lights, the centerline lights and the runway markings. The runway markings are pretty wide. You can still straddle the runway markings without hitting a centerline light. So there's no real need to hit them. But at least when you do hit them, at least you're on them on the centerline. So I suppose there is that. But to be honest, when you're doing 150 miles an hour, you're not really too worried about things like that. Right, that's good. Guard is on 2. Railroad flight just about to pass west of Genoa. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit ahead of me. Probably on a similar route to what I'm doing. Yeah, I see it. I'm actually sort of sure what my route is and actually pay too much attention to it. Where is it? Oh yeah, it almost looks identical route to what the real world guys are doing. Yes, I'm sure I'm not doing this flight plan that I should be doing. It should be exits Gina. 9985. Yeah, that's the route I should be doing. I don't know why I wasn't downloading the actual routes properly. But anyway, I'm not gonna do that because I need to save a bit of time. So let's just go direct to exit as we were doing. Not yet implemented. Yeah. Let's just go direct to exit. It makes it a bit easier. Yeah, they would, Leon. Yeah. Oh yeah, if there's lights on the runway, then you know, it's just there for us to aim for, really. Nice big oil tanker or some sort down there. Right, I think the plan of action is once I get to top of climb, I'm going to give the house a very quick hoover. So I don't think there's any ATC on. I don't think I need to talk to anybody. I think what I'm doing is probably fine. So I'll be out the flight deck for a few minutes. At least I can get that done. That's one less job. Have to, you know, Mrs. will not nag me about. Yeah, there's no ATC at all. Yeah, it won't take me too long, to be fair. 10-15 minutes. Make sure the dog's still alright. Quick top of climb checks and we'll be good. What's the weather at Manchester? What's the weather at Munich saying? So when was that? 12:20. So that was about 40 minutes ago again. 250 at 10, 8,000 metres, light snow. Nice. So yeah, all sort of Cat 1. Used to be a program, used to be able to do your own boat groups and models. Oh, was it? It's quite clever. I could really do with seeing if there's a snow tam. Not that should affect us too much, but time to water. No, that's a bit later. That's what I need to do after 3. So that's why I need to be ready. That's why I need to be down and, you know, house hoovered, everything done, kitchen tidied. You know, if I come down, the missus finds that and it's not done, she will hit the roof. Right, let's have a look at you. Alright, there's no snow time from Munich at the minute. Okay. I find that surprising. It says snow there. I'm surprised there's no snow time. It concerned me a little bit. Oh well, if it's not there, it's not there. Towers online at Barcelona. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's all right. You know, it's more people to talk to, and it just slows me down. So, all right, it's 1,000 to go. There's no virtual cabin with this, is it? It's just a window view. I thought there was a virtual cabin. Obviously not. Hey Drinny, how you doing? Alright, back out start. Out cruise. Should have been on below anyway. That's on below. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Loads of extra fuel again. Secondary's good. Yeah, 20 past. Yeah, that's not, I'm expecting that to be a lot better. Down airports, I could go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again to the flight safety captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight.
So, Marseille. Be up to Nice again. Yeah, Marseille and Nice. Let's see if we can have a look, quick look. No. Quick look at the weathers.
Thank you.
FML. FN. Where's the rest of the route taking us? Where is it? Genoa, Pisa. I suppose Milan will probably be a bit better. LIMC. Let's have a look at IPZ. Let's look at those. Usually at midday there is some ATC in Munich for a few hours. Oh, okay, yeah, might be good. Yeah, a bit of radar, that'd be handy. So Marseille 33036 Gustin 46. No, thank you. Yeah, that's not great, is it? I don't want to be going there. Nice is a lot better. What is it with Marseille? It's so bloody windy. Milan is KVK, good. 7 degrees, not too bad actually. That's okay. And what's that? Venice. Venice is okay. 006. That's 04 KVK. So yeah, good. Nice, Milan, and Venice are all good places to go into. Right, I'm gonna disappear offline again for like 10 or 15 minutes, guys. Going to just make sure the dog's still alive, and just to just to hoover the bloody house, or just if I can get things done in the cruise, then I'd have to rush about in 2 hours' time. So yeah, it's going to be off the air. I'll let you enjoy the views out of one of the windows. A window, that window's maybe a bit better, or that one, maybe that one. Look over the engine. So yeah, I'll be back in about 15 minutes, so just enjoy the views, chat amongst yourselves, and yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. hoovering's done, I might have to go and jump in the shower in a minute, because I haven't had a shower either. But, yeah, a bit of a funny line there, isn't it? Should just go direct to Alpha Bravo November. There you go, let's tidy that up. So a couple of aircraft around. Yeah, a couple below us. Looks like they're going right to left. Yeah. And how long until we got to go down? A while, yeah. I need to sort out this arrival as well. Yes, I did have to sort out the hoover for the missus because, you know, I don't know. I give her a house and she expects me to tidy the bloody thing. Where's Nice? So again, I had that fun approach the other day to 2-2 right. That's why I gave him that little challenge, which he did fly very well. See the Alps towards the north. Just going to check maybe on VATS. Was that no? Under control. Not going that far north. Some towers in Italy. Yeah, Barcelona. Good. So yeah, nothing. No Munich just yet. All right, let's have a look at this arrival. That's what we planned for. Betos 1 Bravo. Let's have a look at that. So to Ottersberg, and then there'll be an RNAV transition from there, I should imagine. Arrival 26 left. That's what we kind of want. Let's pin you. Let's pin. Yeah, let's pin the Cat 2 or 3 just in case. There's the transitions. Transition Betos. There you go, Betos transition. That's what we'll be doing. So we can get this in, tidied up. Straight. So yeah, this is probably why the time is so weird. It's got us going all over the place, which we won't be doing any of that. So arrival 26 left. Betos, no transition. Race. Via Besos. It's looking a little bit better. The flight plan sequencing isn't quite as sort of good as what you almost expect. Let's get rid of one of these. So why is it going back? Golf to Uruba, Nivera, Andek, Betos, and it seems to be going. Yeah, it seems to be going back on itself. That looks better. There you go, 2:30. That's what we're expecting as well from arrival times. So that's got the RNAV transition. Hasn't got all the waypoints in, funnily enough. So it's got Dynamite 452, which is after Betos, and then we've got 453, 454, 455, all the way to 459, which we've got at the end. So potentially we cut the corner. We're sort of from about here. Where's Nelby? DM457, probably a good one to put in. DM457, maybe before that. Yeah, there we go. So DM457, that's probably what we're going to do, and then go left base there, and that will be about 5,000 feet. So probably won't go all the way to 459 at all. It depends if clearance or approach are online. Anybody? So that's looking a bit tidier. LMA, you're right. I think my dog's ready to go out again. Right, Alpha Bravo November. I'm sure fuel-wise we're good. Am I after flight plan? That one? No, not that one. That one, no. Where is it? That one. There it is. Alpha Bravo November is somewhere in Milan. Albenga. 54 minutes. That is. I suppose I cut a few corners, but maybe going a little bit faster. What do we got? We took an extra ton as well, plus a little bit, so 4.8, probably about 5.1-ish. So, yeah, okay, maybe not as much fuel as I'd expect. Burning a little bit more, so what we took... No, we didn't take fuel, did we? We loaded 7 tons. Pretty much went with plug fuel, didn't we? 7.2, so no, that is about right. I thought I wanted more than that, I don't know. I can't remember. So Turin would be down here. Torino! Torino, is that it? That's not it, is it? 26 left, no star, by Belos, that's it, yeah. Flight plan can sort of self-out based on the speed of the aircrafts. Yeah, it's a place to build an aircraft. There you go, Gaff. Yeah, I think this is where just difference from the real aircraft. You know, it predicts the sort of, it knows the speed you're going to be at certain waypoints, so you know that it draws the lines a little bit better. LIM said that's what it said. LIMF, I think. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Turin is off here somewhere. Where is it? Over here somewhere. But very, very, very scenic and pretty approach this into Turin if you come in. So you sort of come down here, go down the western side of the airfield, usually come back round and come back in onto 36. But yeah, you do get really sort of beautiful views of the Alps, you know, just like this. Beautiful clear day actually. It's a gorgeous day to be flying, especially over the Alps. Really, really nice. It's quite ominous when you take off and you see all this sort of hard terrain in front of you as well. You think, about to land in, hey Bruno. Yeah, I might be off again in a minute, just needs to go off. And well, we got 10, 20, 30 minutes. 30 minutes till we go down, that's great. So yeah, I might just have to jump into the shower very quickly. I think that's done. As soon as I've done the housework, or the initial part, I haven't quite tidied the kitchen, but that won't take me long. So I think that might have been Monaco down there. Yes, right, I'm just going to disappear again for another few minutes, just going to quickly nip into the shower and be back, so yeah, I'll be back in about 10 minutes, so yeah, carry on just enjoying the views. Right, that's it, I'm back after that very quick nip in the shower. Good, so how we doing? Still in the ATC. So Amsterdam control may be on, don't think there's anybody controlling us. Okay. Chat's still going. Getting over the hard stuff now though. So Milan will be around here somewhere. That's off to... There it is, that's Milan. LIMC, it's just off to the left. Down here, looks like it's a nice day though. And then we carry on, and Venice is then a bit further over here. So MSA, that's going to be important because we're about to cross some of that. So where are we? Where's we're just crossing over Genoa. So 12.2, 12.5, 15.7. 15.7 sort of worst case on the route we're doing. So yeah, 15.7 is going to be all this hard stuff up here. So yeah, if we have any problems, we won't go any lower than that. Alright, let's have a quick look. You said, yeah, so the METAR's updated, are they? What does it say now? 12.50. Let's have a look. 250 at 9, well that's fine. 4,600 metres in light snow, that's fine, it's still Cat 1. Scattered at 9,000, sorry, 9,900. 0 degrees, 1015. Tempo 6,000 metres broken at 1,200. That's still fine, it's still Cat 1, it's just snowy. So yeah, no major problems with that, it's just not particularly the greatest day. But you know, there shouldn't be any reasons why we can't get in. Bit of cold weather ops. 1015. 0 degrees. Is it 250 at 9? Minimums, right, what's the minimum's going to be? ILS 26 left. Would be the good one for us. 1670. I won't do config 3 because it's potentially snowy. I don't think it's contaminated, didn't consider snow tam or anything for that, but I will just do config 4, just keeps the landing speed maybe just a little bit lower, and I'll use lower order brake just so we're not stamping on the brakes too much. And you know, there's a nice long runway, it's 4,000 metres, there's no real reason why we can't land here without any problems, but yeah, just flat forward just might give us a bit more of a better picture over the dashboard, especially when this the cloud base is quite low. It's a bit laggy. When do you get laggy? That's done. The arrival's pretty straightforward. Where's my charts? Taxi, down. How do I get rid of pin charts? We just got to go in here and deselect them. Just a bit of a ball ache. Don't need that. Approach. 26 left. Start is... I think it should already be on here. Right, we're not doing that, we're doing a transition. 26. 26, that's the one. So yeah, 26 Bitos, Dynamite 452, and then down here, and then up to Nelby. That's be the plan. Taxi in. 26 Delta Bravo 11, is that? Maybe Bravo 11, Bravo 8. Bravo 6, one of those, then down Tango, and then really right where we started, sort of in Sierra 7, and then we can just park anywhere up here on the left. It'd be nice and easy. I left config 4 because it's short to the east apron. Yeah, exactly, Christian. Yes, don't want to be going all the way down the end. So yeah, touchdown will be about sort of here. So maybe not Bravo 11, but Bravo 8, Bravo 6 will be one of those two. Depends how pitchy it is in that flare, because it was very pitchy. I noticed. which is going to be quite interesting. So I'm not too sure how to do that. I could go into sort of sensitivities now, but it's going to be a bit of a pain. This is the fly-by-wire version experiment. So does it run kind of stable? I'm not too sure. It's the experimental, so I don't really know what the differences are. Somebody will be able to tell you what's different between this and the stable and the dev. But this is the experimental, so I don't know if the FMGC is maybe a little bit more advanced. You can do a few more things in. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to work okay for me. The only thing that's a little bit odd is just the sort of flight controls. They just, like I said, just a little bit pitchy for me in certainly in pitch anyway, or a little bit sensitive in pitch. So I might have to sort of flatten my sensitivity curves out maybe a bit on that. I'm not too sure. I have to ask Gav. Where's Gav? What have you got yours as set as? Are they just normal, flat, or you'll have to send me a screenshot of your settings? So there's Malpensa. I think that's definitely looks like a larger airport. Linate would be down here somewhere. I think Mum's bloody calling me. Hang on a minute. Mother's calling. Sorry, Christian, I just reread that I thought it said, could you speed up? Well, yeah, you could do if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, I could probably do a direct, can't I? I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to cut corners, really, just to improve the arrival time a little bit. Sudex, that'll do. Go down for Sudex. You alright, mate? What do you want? My dog's looking at me. Not long, buddy. We go out. Just bear with us. Bear with me. Bless his little cons. I've taken him out once this morning. Right, so the arrival route's going to take us straight over the top of Innsbruck, because that might be quite a nice little view out the window, potentially. Might be able to see that down there. I think I've got the scenery installed. Is that Bergamo? Yeah, I think that's Bergamo, isn't it, down there on the left? So yeah, very, very scenic approach down here near the Alps. So yeah, I think I've got the... Let's have a quick look. Actually, I can probably say now. Not that you're really going to see much of it anyway. This sort of height. Have I got it in the community folder? Maybe I don't. No, I don't think I do. Actually, that's annoying. Should have put that in, shouldn't I? Where is it? It's all Bex, isn't it? Now where's it gone? Where's my Innsbruck scenery gone? Maybe it is in there. I've got Venice. Oh no, it is in there. Yeah, I've got... Oh no, that's Salzburg. That's the wrong one. That's Salzburg. Copenhagen. Vienna. Oh no, it is in. Yeah, no, I do have the Innsbruck scenery in the community folder, so you might get to see a little bit of that. Right, yeah, let's have a very quick brief then. Let's have some quick look at things. So data 1320. What's that? That's the latest one, isn't it? So there should be another one coming through anytime soon. 260 at 9 now. 5,000 meters light snow mist at 800. Yeah, so it's not particularly the nicest day. 1015, but still Cat 1. So that's fine. We can still get in. Stuttgart was the alternate. That was KVK last time I checked, so that's going to be pretty good. Aircraft's fine, so yeah, 320 nearest. We've got the soft go around if we needed it. So we just go straight to Togo, straight back to MCT Flex, and that would say man go around soft SRS, and then probably go around track, I think, on this thing. Quick question: does anyone find the ND and PFT screens, etc., to be very dark in the flyby windows? Don't know if it's just me. Yeah, I think it can be a little bit dark, Sean. I think it's trying to replicate how, it dims when it's really, really bright. Which, to be fair, these can be a little bit dim when it's really bright, because there's these little circles here, which probably not many people know about. The circles there. You've got them there as well on the FMGC. They're all light sensors. So if you put your finger over the light sensors, you trick it into thinking it's really, really dark. So it brightens the screen up. So yeah, sometimes it does happen. You just get a little bit dark, but I don't know. If you always need to just sort of get the window out and just expand it a bit. That's pretty clear when you do it that way. What was I saying? Yes, that's the arrival. No terms, nothing really to affect. We saw those earlier threats. Terrain's obviously a big one. We'd said 15.7's the worst case where we are at the minute. All this hard stuff's 15.7, and then once we get the other side. We will be on this. That one, is it? No, not that one. That one. So MSA is 3,725 miles. Say 4,000 for cash. Then 25 miles. That's okay, but that is based off. Is that based off the Munich NDB? Possibly. Let's have a look at the ILS chart. What does that say? Yes, that's based off the Munich NDB there, so 4,000. Okay, that's fine. So that Mike November Whiskey, we could put that in as a fix, couldn't we? There you go. There's my MSA circle. Anything within that 4,000 is nice and safe. Not really too many other threats. It's a slightly higher elevation airport, so 1,500 feet. So the platform altitude is what, 5,000. So I mean that's only about 3,500 feet above the ground. So yeah, just be aware of that. That we are a little bit higher up. Apart from that, it's a standard 3-degree glide slope. We will be doing this transition. So BTOS 452, probably go down to 457, then left turn to Nelby. So if I'm around 5,000 feet in Nebley, maybe about sort of 6,000-7,000 feet, 457, I'll probably be in one profile, just doing a nice CD out to 26 left. We'll just obviously sequence ourselves as necessary with the other traffic. We've got config full low order brake, idle reverse thrust. We shall come off at one of these Bravo 11, Bravo 8, probably then straight down, maybe right on Sierra, and then in via Sierra 7, and then one of the stands there. It's going to be manual thrust as well, so we're going to give that a go, because that's the SOPs for Lufthansa. So we're trying to do manual thrust now. Seems to have calibrated the thrust levers a little bit better. So that's all done. What else is there to say? Not much else really, sort of standard Munich. Don't think there's any air traffic control on. We got Frankfurt, is it? Frankfurt might be on, but I don't think we've got any. We've got possibly Nuremberg, but no, nothing else. But that's not too much of a problem, and we should be landing at 2:30, which is great. Which means I should be finished before the missus gets home. Parking stand, let's just pick a parking stand as well, so we sort of know it for GSX. You alright, buddy? You right? Yeah. Give me a minute. There's the parking stands. Edit. Oh, there you go. Edit. That's what I want. Get rid of you. 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 That's better. Yeah, I need the actual parking stands. So Sierra 7 and 2. I suppose we should start where we started. Wouldn't be 224 possibly. That'd be nice and easy. Terminal 2 and satellite for Lufthansa. Satellite. Well, go on, pick a stand then, D, because I mean, I think the original flight started from 224 this morning, so I did see that. It's Towers online. Maybe we should have divert. Yeah, possibly. There you go. Give me a stand. Go on. I'll leave it in your capable hands as dispatch. Since we have absolutely no say in what stands we get. I wish we did, because then we could be like, oh yeah, we want that stand. It's the closest way to get home, closest way to the exit, and the shortest walk. But yeah, we don't get those sort of luxuries, unfortunately, of picking the stands. Right, so we're at 250, no, 255. I tried to yeah, 250, 255. Any preference? Right, 255. Switch one, that one there. Okay. So yeah, we're coming probably Sierra 8 then. I suppose it depends if anybody's coming out Sierra 8. Then we can just go 255. Yep, sounds good to me. Sounds fine to me. Right, so what's the first descent constraint that we need? Can There we go. So minimum hold altitude is 5,000, flight level by 80, so probably about 80 by BTOS, that'd be fine. I mean, that's still, you know, we're looking at sort of 7,000 feet by around here, so to be honest, there's no real constraints. We're going to be well above 7,000 feet and 8,000 feet there. So I think if we just go down to about 7,000 feet, what's the transition altitude? That's what I want to double check. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. So 5,000 feet in. So yeah, if we go to sort of flight level 70, it shouldn't be a bad place to start. Now we could be about 70 by about there. So again, a bit bumpy again, just as we're over the Alps. So if you know, typical sort of weather, you know, it's all pretty consistent. Maybe a little bit bumpy in the descent, bit of anti-ice would be on. So I think that looks really good. You know, visually, you know, that is very impressive. Probably make quite a nice screenshot, that one. So one thing I like about German approach is they're nice and neat, give you plenty of time to get down. Yeah, they generally do. I mean, they're organised, aren't they? That's why German efficiency is sehr gorgeous. Alright, we've got about another 2 or 3 minutes before we go down. Get that on. 215. Alright, see if there's that. God, it's getting really bumpy. Right, Bus can go on for this. It's the 1350s, yeah, that's the most recent 258. 8,000 metres, light snow still, so it's not really changing, still 0 degrees, still 1015. Perfect. Good, so that's 258. Oh. Wrong button. That one. What do you think about transition altitude to US as fixed 18,000 feet? What are the pros and cons for European approaches having different transition instead of a standard? Yeah, it was pros and cons. It's a good question. It's a hard one, Piano, to be honest. I mean, I think, you know, the US have done it, haven't they? Just because, you know, the variety of terrain is so vast between, you know, you've got the you know, Rocky Mountains and everything, you know, so you've got really high altitude airfields with really high terrain, you know, right down to sea level airports and, you know, sea level sort of terrain with like Florida, etc. So I think to keep it consistent for the airspace, because it's all one US airspace that's governed by the same people, they've raised it, you know, just to sort of keep that continuity. Obviously, you know, in Europe there's, you know, 20, 30, you know, bloody different authorities and airspaces and stuff, and, you know, some places like Turkey and Greece, you know, they have a lot higher MSAs and a lot higher terrains, so they need a higher transition altitude. You know, where somewhere like Denmark, who has, you know, the largest hill in Denmark is about 30 feet, so, you know, they don't really need that height difference. So, you know, it's really just relative to where you are. So I don't really think there are any advantages, pros and cons. I mean, you just get used to it. You just know that when you're flying somewhere in Europe that's got you know, slightly higher elevation, you know, it's got higher transition altitudes, transition flight levels, and you just cope with it. You just deal with it. It's not really a pro and con, I suppose. You know, I suppose the pro for having it standard across the board is you don't really forget. You know that's what it is, and that's what it is. But you know, I don't know. Could we see Innsbruck? Maybe it's down there somewhere. There it is. There's Innsbruck, just through the clouds. It's looking snowy down there. Yeah, you might be able to get on the Western Valley approach. I wonder what the weather is actually. Easily get down Eastern Valley. Do the RMP approach or the Lockhart. One of them. Right, shall we go down? I think it's probably a good time to start going down. So there we go. Thrust idle percent 80 blue. Let's go back, and that's nice speed. Seems to settle down. Bounce can come off again for a few minutes. Denmark is even flatter than the Netherlands, yeah. Real life rival Munich said Barcelona flight at 10:02, no gates, choose any between. Yeah, what did we say? What did we say? 25. Christian said 255. You're saying between 201 and 224.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down.
What did I say originally? I think I just said where I started, didn't I? 224.
If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until your aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Yeah, I was just going to go 224. Depends where I mean, Christian can come next to me, I suppose. I think it's also because Europe has low IFR control detections, and they also want them to have. Yeah, very true, Christian. Yeah, it's probably another thing. Highest natural point in Denmark. It's 561 feet. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit higher than 30 feet. Only just. Right, so we've got about 30,000 feet to lose. Need to do that about 90 miles. Maybe a bit less. Yeah, we are a little bit high. Let's go. Can we go manage speed, please? No. Why are you not in managed speed? Okay, a little bit of a bug. Don't know why it's not in. Keep it going down. Still no Munich control. I don't think so. Alright, could probably do a radio call, can't we? Munich traffic. Lufthansa 44 Tango is descending flight level 80 on the Betos RNAV transition from runway 26 left. No, I probably know why it wasn't in managed, because I was in open descent, wasn't I? Yeah, that's why. Plus I did descent. Read your FMAs and understand him, you pillock. Right, let's just get them all strapped in before we start getting through this rubbish. Anti-ice can come on as well. So yeah, we want to be about 8,000, 8,000 feet by about there-ish. Can I delete that? Looks like it. That's a bit better. So that will sequence the flight plan nicely. So again, once we're in this MSA circle, we know it's 4,000 feet is safe. Not going to worry too much. The vertical profile seems to be going a bit nuts, but I'm relatively happy we're okay. Come on, down you go. Hello, mate. Yeah, give me 10 minutes. Boy. So you're about 10,000 feet to lose, maybe a bit more, about 30 miles, that's more or less correct. This weather looks a bit nasty. Not too sure I really want to be flying for a lot of this, but I think the TCUs were forecast. Alright, approach phase is activated. So 4,000 safe now. Why do I get a feeling like Munich approach or Munich Tower is going to come on in the last few seconds? If they come on fine, I just contact them once I'm on the ground. So I know it says ice not detected, but we're in visible moisture now. Visible moisture and the temperature's well below plus 10, so it is icing conditions, hence why the anti-ice is on.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 6 Mike Golf stand 245, pushing back to the north.
Yes, that was somebody that was near my stand, the stand I was going to get. Can already hear the beep 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 on contact. Yeah, I can. Well, they just won't get a reply, you know. I'm probably busy flying an aircraft. Alright, 250 selected. Yeah, 5,000's the platform. So we've got 7,000 feet to lose. 37's 21. So yeah, maybe a little bit high. India Mike Sierra Whiskey, that is identified. That's correct. Here's the rain and the horrible weather. Notice you activate the approach runway, show well above 10,000 meters above. I assume it activates then below. Yeah, it does, Sean. So I've activated, because I'm in a selected speed, I've activated so that when I do want to slow down to a managed speed to start configuring, all I've got to do is press that and it's automatically going to start reducing like it should do. So it's just really because I'm in a selected speed, I've just activated, it's like my little reminder. So when I go to selected speed, activate that, and that way I know that when I do want to start configuring. If they say, if ATC came along and said slow down to 220 knots, and you hadn't activated this, and then they wanted to slow down further, and you press manage speed, it would accelerate back to 250. So it's just to kind of, help me.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 1
Basically.
At flight level 200 on BP scopes on a transition for runway 26.
So let's start going 220. And Munich traffic, Lufthansa 4 for Tango, we're about 5 miles from the Delta Mike 457 waypoint. We'll be making a left-hand turn for the left base direct to Nelby, then for the Alice for 26 left. Right, landing lights can come on. I'll get these on as well, I just want them here, because otherwise I forget. Let's go flat 1, speeds check flat 1. Heading. Direct Nelby. So yeah, 5,000 is the intercept at 5, so you want to be 5,000 at Nelby. Let's go 5,000, so QNH. So QNH is cross-checked. 5,000 blue, and thrust idle the approach checks. Should be able to go. And now, straight to Nelby, nav, and approach checks. Barrow QNH 1015 is set, seatbelts are on, minimums, Barrow 1670. Water brake is low and the FBs are stowed and disconnected.
Engine traffic, Lufthansa 6 Mike Golf, taxi to holding point, runway 26 right via Accu 2.
Need weather radar? Yeah, we do. Alright, let's go heading. So glide slope, lock blue, cat 3 single again, AP1 and 2. About 290. Alright, speed out start. Lock start. Glide slope start. And the missile approach altitude is 5,000 feet. Mr. Richard sets. Munich traffic, Lufthansa 44 Tango is just past Nelby now, established on the ILS for 26 left at 10 miles. Light stop. Not much to look at. This could be interesting. Let's get flap 2, speed jet flap 2. On 60.
$2,500.
And here's jets. Manage speeds. I'm starting to get visual of the ground. That's encouraging. I can see the approach lights for 26 right.
2,000.
Jets. Alright, it's got to get out.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Flap 3, speed jet flap 3. Come on. Flat 4, speed jet flat 4. Landing checklist cabin is secure for landing. Go around altitude 5,000 feet set. Anti-com MS landing, no blues. Right, let's see if we can do this manual thrust then. So, I'm going to reduce the thrust levers. Disconnect the auto
Munich
thrust.
traffic, Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray, now a beam Nelby, we'll start our base turn now.
So N1s, you're probably looking at about 50-ish% for an approach. Maybe a tiny bit more. There's the snow. Maybe a little bit less.
1,000.
It's 1,000, that's checked. Yeah, disconnecting.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 6 Mike Golf, lining up and takeoff on the 26 right for the debug for November departure.
And Munich traffic, Lufthansa 44 Tango is about 3 miles ILS 26 left to land. I don't think this is. Don't think it's going to do the landing rate. Unfortunately, I think Fly Smart Studios is a bit broken. But it's 500 stable.
Sierra 8 Sierra Bravo 1
300.
3
100
Red
above.
Sea.
200. Minimum
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Spoilers. First green. Decel. Manual brakes.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 9 for spot.
So vacating as expected. Bravo 8, I think it is. Bravo 8, yeah. Lufthansa, sorry, Munich traffic, Lufthansa 44 Tango, so vacates at Bravo 8 and taxi stand 224 via Sierra 7. Something like that.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 2290 is taking off 26 left, like give me 6 Sierra departure.
Munich traffic, Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray on the ILS now, 26 left, 10 miles.
Right, so we'll take the second right here.
Alright, I will make it quick.
Thank you, Sean. It's a bit more responsive. I think it's definitely more responsive in pitch, but that's not a bad thing in the final flare, where the Phoenix is still a little bit dead, I think, in my opinion, in the last sort of few feet. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of snow falling, isn't it? Somebody opening the door. So very much icing conditions. We're going to leave the anti-ice on. That can come off. That's already off. That's off. That's off. That's done.
Lufthansa 2290 is airborne, 26 left is clear to land. Roger, thank you.
So yeah, not this one, I don't think it was, but the next one stands. Sierra 7, that's it. Good. And yeah, 2:30, perfect. So just enough time to go downstairs and tidy up the house, and then the missus will know absolutely nothing. I'll probably take the dog out for a quick wee. 224 we said, didn't we? 224, yeah. So Sierra 6, so it's a bit further down here. Is it going to be the gate, I guess, wouldn't it? Hang on. 224. Where's 224 gone then? Okay. It might be 255. There we go. We're going to go 255. Just follow me. No. So 255. Change of plan. So we're going to go up here. So in Sierra 8, 255. Just because it seems to have some guidance. Right, how the brake fans doing? They're not too bad. Unreadable. Go on then, Christian, grease it. Could have done a replay of that, I completely forgot to start it, never mind. Well done, mate. You might even make the first exit. You're quite slow. You look quite slow. Somebody else on approach, pretty close behind. What's the inside of Hoover? It's definitely something. Yeah. Right, well we've had 3 minutes. We're not going to do single engine just because it is snowing. So potentially slippery taxi. So just going to leave it as it is. Oh yeah, he was a bit close, wasn't he? Right, I think I've done everything up there. That's all done. That's done. Lights are off. APU is on. Flaps, spoilers. Weather radar, yeah. Yeah, so that manual thrust approach wasn't actually too bad. I think because were able to, because I was able to sort out my thrust levers and that calibration on the ground in Barcelona, it made it a lot easier. So we can see now, you can see the little blue donuts in the N1. You know, they're moving a lot more slowly. Bloody tugs. You know, it's sort of in line with, you know, my sort of thrust levers
Munich
themselves.
traffic Lufthansa 1 Victor X-ray taxiing via Tango Sierra 7 Whiskey 2 to the gate.
We're parking on 255 now, buddy. Right, so need 255, 256. That looks like 255.
Well, in that case, we will take Sierra 8 and Echo 2 and take stand 256.
Don't stop, you pilot. So, taxi lights off, accumulator pressure is good. Can't quite see the guidance very well, but I'll give it a go. Clear on the right and clear on the left. Not sure what he's doing over there. Oh, there's some guidance. Perfect. Could barely read that. Oh, yeah, 320. Good, stop there. Parking brake is on. That's holding. Let's see. Yeah, LM8, yeah, I'm done. Alright, about the 3 minutes. Perfect. Engine 1's off. Engine 2's off. Yeah, that's done. That's off, that's off. Now, bugger off. That's... you can... Yeah. That's off, that's off. Beacon is... I should take that 10%, yeah, that's fine. Done. Got external power. Now this can come off. I suppose get not going anywhere else, so I might as well shut it down. Done, done, done. That's all done, done. That's done, done. RS. RSs haven't drifted at all. It's a bit unrealistic. They would have drifted a little bit. 156. That's not too bad. It's 157 on the way out, and 156 on the way back. So yeah, that's pretty good. And back in time with loads of time before the missus gets home. So fantastic. That was a successful mission, I think. So yeah, requesting boarding.
Requested.
We can go in here and do that bit. Payload. Is that deboard? Yeah, there we go.
Munich traffic, building 6297 is going to taxi to holding point runway 26 left, Bravo 14 via Delta 3
Passengers deboarding started.
Sierra and Bravo 14.
Oh, was that just got rid of all of them? It's got rid of all. I thought they were gonna go off in. Oh, well, never mind. Right, well, let's shut you off because I can't be asked to listen to you anymore. There we go, guys. And there's Christian. I wonder where the stop line is actually. Interesting. It's just some random... Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's just some random stop place. That's fine. Perfect. Well, there we go, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for joining in with the chat, putting up with the swearing, putting up with everybody else. Hope that was a relatively interesting Friday afternoon. Not that educational, I suppose. There wasn't really too much to talk about today, but a nice little different flight for a change. You know, some Lufthansa ops down to Barcelona, seeing the Latin VFR scenery for Barcelona, which did look very good. Actually, I was quite impressed with that. Just be nice if there's a GSX profile. We can get that together at some point. Cheers for the stream, Piano. Yeah, thank you very much. My first one. Oh, well, there we go. I try and get a stream out at least once a week. It depends. Sometimes I'm off during the weekdays a lot more than the weekends, so I can get a few more streams out than normal. But I try and do one a week if I can. Always try and do something a little bit different as well. So try and keep it a little bit varied, just to keep it a bit more interesting, I suppose. There we go. There's everybody's getting off happy, safely in Munich. Bit of snow, but the weather was no problems at all in the end, was it? So it was absolutely pretty nice. I have no idea what the landing rate was. I don't even think it came up on screen because I need to look at that FlySmart Fly Life Studio thing and try and sort of address that. Shame Streamlabs didn't work for both flights. I don't know what's going on with that, but I've got OBS and Streamlabs, so at least I've got a contingency. Got a contingency to use the other one if the other one doesn't work. Didn't do the parking checks, did I? Cheers, Christian. Thanks for joining in. Nice to always fly with a good mate. Parking checklist was ready to predict the wind sheet is off. Parking brake is set. Engines are off. External lights are all set. They can stay on. Fuel pumps, they're all off. Yellow electric pump is off, and the PDs are stowed. And flight mode's back on, or back on even, should I say? So yeah. Thanks, cheers guys, that'll be it. I won't be streaming for the next day or two's weekends. I'll be roped in to do something with the missus, I'm sure. But I think she's in the office, I think, Monday, so I'm hoping I can do something Monday again. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, whether there's going to be a longer flight, a shorter flight, little two-sector, something along those lines, I've got no idea. But we shall try and do something Monday, and hopefully speak to you then soon. So hope everybody has a good day, hope everyone has a good weekend. It's slowly getting nicer weather, isn't it? But very, very slowly. A little bit cold but dry. I hope everybody has a great day. So I'll see you later. Cheerio.